In today's video, we're going to be talking about how the market is now rebounding after the release of the World Cup mode. So, just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. For the cheapest premium trading service for just £4, €4, or free with Amazon Prime. You'll get yourself daily trading and investing guides covering both Xbox and PlayStation with an array of different techniques depending on your budget. I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million on multiple titles, and recently making over 10 million in the first month for the last 3 years. So yes, that was pretty crazy for the likes of the market. We saw ourselves an initial massive crash, followed by a massive rebound. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll also talk about in this video buying gold cards, buying special cards. We'll talk about the leaked Hero Keane and how that will affect the market. We'll talk about Icon and Hero SBCs, and then also to end off the video, we'll talk about when is the best time to go and pick up these brand new Path to Glory cards. So first off, I guess we can just talk about what happened to the market yesterday. So I'm going to grab Van Dijk as an example because he's a very bland, very plain sort of player. So yesterday, what we saw is the market drop going into 6 PM. We then saw it absolutely crash with 6 PM, and then we saw a very sharp rebound. Now, why did we see this? Basically, a lot of packs being opened, plus incentive to open packs. So we already knew that lots of packs were going to get opened yesterday. That was given. But what wasn't given was that they were going to go and release loads of promo packs, including 5 100k packs and 1 125k pack. That would also have very heavy demand to be opened, but not because of the players in packs, but because of the World Cup mode. Obviously, there's been a lot of hype around the World Cup mode because it's a brand new mode, it's something different to do in FIFA. You know, people have been playing the same sort of thing for 2 months now, and it gives them something different to do. Well, because of this, there's, demand to go and play this World Cup mode and, unlock the tokens, which we didn't previously think there would have been, we didn't think there'd previously be so much demand to open 100k packs and 125k packs. But obviously, with there being the 8 World Cup players in it, there's an increased incentive to open the packs. And that just basically added to what was already happening of the market dropping because of players being in packs. But it also drew players out of packs because temporarily people were like, yeah, screw it, I want to go and sell anything I own to go and open these. So your Vasquez was 49 and he got as low as 38 on the average, which means he would have got down to about 32 to 35. Now he's rebounded everything since because it's kind of a bit of a rash idea, right? A rash moment in terms of people really panic selling because they wanted to do all these World Cups. Then eventually they go, hey, well, I've opened the packs now. Let me go back and buy the Vasquez. Maybe they're finishing week in league. Maybe they're using him with other players in their team. So what we saw yesterday is we saw a nice drop and rebound on give or take everything on the market. You could have been in packs, you could have not been in packs. Now another problem I kind of have with yesterday is that these heroes are way cheaper than what we thought they'd be. And that's because of how easy these cards are to pack. I'm not quite sure why, but these cards are generally easier to pack than the base heroes. I thought it'd be a little bit more like base icon to prime icon, and that they'd be very hard to pack. But these cards are, at least yesterday, they were very cheap. They've picked up a little bit today, but yeah, a lot cheaper. I think Yaya Toure. Bear in mind his first card was only 1.1 million. This card came out at 1.2. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was, but 2.4 million. I mean, you've got other cards that are way worse. Stuff like Papin, who's very cheap. Forlan's a little bit closer, but I think he started off at about 700k if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's not going to pick it up on this, but he started off about 700k. But even the day after, these cards are still a fair bit cheaper than what we thought they'd be. And that really just comes down to that pack rate being a lot higher, and then being a lot easier to pack. And obviously that's going to drop down some of the base heroes, which sadly now creates a new ceiling for these base heroes that won't allow them to get too high, unless these cards pick up through the week. But personally, what I believe is every single time that we get promo packs, there's now demand to open the promo packs to pack players to do the objectives, and you're going to see lots of packs be opened. And because these players are quite easy to get into packs, I think they're just going to go down. And the problem is, if these cards are going down, which are really premium sort of cards, obviously these are more popular than icons, more popular than gold cards, a lot of them more popular than special cards. Every time that these drop, it drops the whole market. And that's just with these guys being packs. Let alone if there is a hero pack combined with some promo packs. If there's an icon pack combined with some promo packs. So basically, what does that mean I think happens to the market this week? I generally believe the market will just keep dropping every 6 PM that we get promo packs that people want to open. Because, again, these have relatively high pack weight, and there's demand, obviously, to go and sell players in your club to go and open packs to go and get the World Cup cards. That's kind of like the main thing we have at the moment, is that people are selling stuff to go and open packs to get these World Cup token cards to then go and do the objectives. So that's that. So let's go talk about when stuff is going to be the cheapest. Or actually, let's go and talk about this leak first. So, if you guys aren't aware as well, there is a Robbie Keane leaked, and he's actually highly likely to come the day you're watching this video. Now, what is the impact of Robbie Keane going to be? Now, if Keane is anywhere from, I'd say anything under 500-600k, I think he will literally drop every striker in the game up to about 1.5 million. I think he'll drop heroes, I think he'll drop icons, I think he'll drop golden Mbappes, I think he'll drop, what else do we have? Stuff like rule breaker Ribery's, because there'll be such high demand to do him, because of course he's going to get that Prem utility, he's got very, very good stats, and it's one of these cool new heroes. And another thing I'd look at would be going, well, if they've made these cards have very high pack weight, there is actually, now we know that these have very high pack weight, or very easy to pack, we probably predict this card being a little bit cheaper than it normally would be, because they're obviously not highly valuing these cards. So, yeah, the likes of Keane. So what does this mean? Well, if you want to play it safe, sell before 6 PM, any of your hero strikers, any of your Prem strikers to play it safe, or again, if you want to gamble that they're going to release this card from 900k to 1 million, I don't think that'd have much of an effect because it'd be overpriced, but if they go and release this card at 500-600k, it will go and drop, you know, a lot of strikers in the game. They don't even have to be Prem and heroes because they'll drop nonetheless. Now, what would I go and invest in for the likes of Keane? Now, I would definitely go and pick up some fodder. The only problem with fodder is fodder again is a bit of a catch-22 because if we don't get Keane and we don't get anything good, well, like I said earlier, people are going to open promo packs to pack the World Cup cards. So we're in a bit of a catch-22. Fodder isn't 100% risk-free, but it's probably worth a gamble. So what fodder would I be looking at? Well, 91s are some of the best value for money fodder going. And one of the reasons they're so good value for money is because there is generally only a 3k difference between, sorry, a 4k difference between a 90 and a 91. But if we go and compare a 89 to 90, there is a 11k difference. Therefore making this the best value for money high rated fodder, which is something they can very well ask for in the likes of Keane. I would also then go and look at literally, you go 87s, 88s, 85s and 86s. That's because EA very commonly require minimum 2 of insert these ratings. So they're very, very good to go for Keane. Again, 88s and 91s probably peaking with the best things. Now, if we want to go over a look at the inform market, now obviously the inform market has been informs have been very redundant when it comes to SBC this year. Like, we're progressively more higher and higher ratings are becoming discard and discard and discard. So, what would I look at with the likes of these then? Well, 88s are very, very good value for money when it comes to informs. We do have the likes of the 89s and the 90s, but I'll be honest with you, bear in mind he's 23k. I think that is extremely good value for money, and do see that as your best value for money inform investment. If not, I'd probably say 86s and 85s at discard would be another investment. The problem with 89s and 90s is the gap between an 88 gold and an 89 gold is, let's have a little look, 7k, whereas the gap between the informs is 13k, which makes the inform very, very bad value for money, which means he shouldn't be hitting solutions whatsoever. Not unless for some reason it's 89 plus squads. So, yeah, that's why I don't think Kroos is very good, and I'd go the likes of Trap, Madison's and the likes of Schmeichel. No point going for 84s when you get 85s for that price. So that covers what would drop for him and what to invest for him. The general market, so let's say we've gone and bought ourselves something that isn't in packs anymore. Let's say Alawari. Let's go right here. Let's say we've gone and picked ourselves up this hero, or maybe any out of pack special. When do I think these are going to hold value till? I would say there's a chance they actually hold value till all the way through to next Thursday. But it depends how heavy EA are going to go and hit us with the hero and icon packs, or SBCs. If EA go and hit us very heavily with, let's say, 2 to 3 hero or icon SBCs this week, then if you want to play it safe, I'd sell probably 1 PM to 3 PM on Monday. Just because Monday is traditionally the day we get hero and icon packs. So if you want to play it very safe, you sell Monday, 1 PM to 3 PM. If you want to gamble that EA is going to be a bit redundant with hero and icon packs, just like we were this week, you could generally hold on to him until probably Thursday 1 PM to 3 PM or Friday 1 PM to 3 PM. Why 1 PM to 3 PM? It's just the consistent time that these cards normally peak. I don't think it would work using this week's data because obviously we've had pretty dodgy crashes. But yeah, 1 PM to 3 PM on the Monday if you want to play it safe, or you can gamble on Thursday and Friday. Obviously you want to sell them before Friday's next promo, just because obviously people want to try the new promo cards. There's a chance to get another crash. Crash won't be anywhere near as bad as last week because you don't have the save packs. But nonetheless, you still probably see a bit of panic selling in the anticipation of the new promo cards and the new heroes. So that'd be, again, any out of pack players, or to be honest, it's mainly just out of pack players, out of pack heroes, out of pack specials. Maybe goals that are out of packs because they have a Path to Glory card. So what else do we have to cover? Yes, we have got to cover. So a few people have asked me when is the best time to buy these cards. The next time to buy these cards will probably be after Friday 6 PM. Reason for that is when we get the new heroes next week, people want to try the new heroes instead of trying these heroes, and as a result you see a bit of a drop in these heroes. It's kind of like these heroes are the new toys at the moment, but next Friday when we get ourselves a Kocha, when we go and get ourselves, who else is interesting? Smolrek, when we go and get ourselves Govu, when we go and get Marquisio, when we go and get Brolin, when we get the new toys next week, people will go, yeah, Fallen was fun, but let me go and try the new toy. And as a result, the best time to go and buy these cards will be next Friday, when people are selling them to go and try the new cards. Now with the Path to Glories, I've done a little bit of research on these already for you guys. So, obviously this year's Road to the Knockout Stages, cheapest on the Thursday. Last year's Road to Knockout Stages, cheapest on the Thursday. 2 years ago's Path to Glories that were playing in the Euros, they were cheapest on the Thursday. So, by unanimous decision, I would buy these players on the Thursday. When on the Thursday? If let's say they've dropped between Wednesday evening to Thursday morning before rewards, buy before rewards. If not, I would look at probably buying going into 6 PM on Thursday, so going into marquee matchups with any sort of panic selling. If not, I'd go and buy Thursday post marquee matchups. It doesn't really matter if you are slightly off with the timing with buying them because they should rebound so well, because these guys should get so hyped during the World Cup that I would not be too worried. So yeah, you'd be looking to go and buy these cards on the likes of Thursday. We've also already had the whole of Team 2, well, a lot of the Team 2 leaked, and Team 2 for this is pretty rubbish. I was a bit worried with the promo when we came to Team 2, so yeah, I don't expect a lot of these cards to get out-hyped by Team 2. Team 2 has players like Milinkovic, Savic. Obviously, we've got the likes of Nkuku in there, but a lot of the players are really naff. Yeah, so I think it's the likes of Savic is in there, Brozovic is in there. I think Hazard was in there. I think Gnabry's in this one. So the team wasn't overly amazing, not in compared to this team right here. So Thursday on this team, in terms of selling any strikers, if you want to play it safe, you probably want to sell about 1 PM to 3 PM the day you're watching. Any out-of-pack players who aren't strikers, you can go and sell Monday 1 PM to 3 PM, or you can wait till Thursday and Friday if you want to gamble it a little bit more on there being a lack of hero and icon SBCs. And I'd say that's about all she wrote. Hopefully it means I've covered everything. Obviously fodder again, 91s, 88s, although you can go anything in 84 plus. And informs, look at the inform trap. Oh, in terms of buying current team of the weeks as well, I'd probably wait till Monday. Normally the buy is on Saturday, but because I believe there is such a high incentive to open packs because of this, I wouldn't trust 6 PM every day to not drop them, because again, normally there isn't much incentive to open packs on a Saturday, but because again people want to try and pack the cards to do these, I'd be quite surprised if they wouldn't be dropping every day, just like kind of anything in packs at the moment. But that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.